Hi guys, this is Ratcat. So today we're looking at a trio jet lighter and it's not working, so I'm going to fix it. If you have a look, you can quite clearly see that there's plenty of fluid in there, but it just won't ignite. If I turn the flame up high, it doesn't want to light. Now I'm going to investigate it and I'm going to show you how to fix, well, not just this, but any gas jet lighter. So the first thing you want to do is remove that Phillips head screw. It's a tiny little screw. Actually, there's one on either side. So hopefully that will enable us to lift the top up, because I know what the problem's going to be. There's a separate sort of serrated cog which opens the valve, and from the factory I think they've set it too low. That's all it is. So let me get my little Phillips head screwdriver and we'll start taking it apart. So let me just show you quickly. This is the same as this one. The yellow one's the same as this one. So what you need to do is you need to take out this screw, and these three, okay? And the two halves of the shell will come apart, but then that the trigger will fall out. Then it's going to look like this, okay? But like I said, I got it working, and it turns out I was right. That little what would you call that? A bar, whatever it is, the lever was set too low in the factory. So what I've done, I wound it up a cup. So all you do is you lift this up with a pair of pliers, needle nose pliers, and turn it round 45 degrees, and then you will find all of a sudden it will work. So watch this. Working now. Wasn't working before. I'm just turning that little dial. Before we go any further, I've got to say, please, please, please be careful. I hate fire. I am so scared of fire. So you need to be very careful with when you're playing with gas and when you're playing with fire. So that's all you need to do to fix it. After that, you've got yourself a good working lighter. So that's all I've got to say. I'm about to run out of battery power, but this one could still work. I don't know, because it's got no gas in it. Once I fill it up, it could still work. That lock works fine. So I will fill it up first, and if it doesn't work, I'm going to fix it the same way as I fixed the other one. Okay, well, you can also do this with other lighters too. The problem is when you pull them apart, bits fly everywhere, and you know what that's like, trying to get everything back in. But most of the time I can do it. Excuse me. I've fixed quite a few lighters for a guy I know who owns a shop, and they're good as gold after that. So I think I need a new battery in this camera. It goes flat very quickly. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll catch you all later. Bye. So I will show you it working with, it's semi-assembled, as you can see. And that's working fine. So if you want to have a close-up of what that looks like semi-assembled, what you can do, you can put one side in and just hold it in with that bottom screw down there, and just test it in position and make sure it's working. Okay? And then all you have to do, once you've done that, is get your other half and push it on and do your 4 screws up. And then you've got a working lighter. How good's that? So that's pretty easy, really. I found it quite easy. I was quite surprised. You need to be a little bit patient, that's all. One thing I recommend you do before you do your screws up is, if you test it, make sure you test it. That's working fine. But if it's not lighting, what you need to do is have a look in the end, and you'll see that little electronic, the bit that makes the spark, it should be facing up. It's actually sitting in a little slot there. It's easy to have that pointing down if you don't watch what you're doing, because obviously that spark ignites your gas, so make sure it's facing up, okay? If it's facing down, it's not going to work, obviously. But then when you know you've got that in position, then you put your screws in and you finish assembling your trio. I like the way it's got the little glass in the bottom too, because it tells you how much gas is in there, which is a good feature. I like that.